Welcome back. What we're going to start working on today is now that you have seen what the toolbars are capable of doing, we want to start using using everything in the toolbar and the macros up top to start building a lesson. This is going to be very basic. It's not going to be too involved, but to just get an idea and start practicing using them. To begin the lesson, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to set up some type of objective and tell the kids really what they're going to be learning. And then you can start really going and doing whatever you would really like to do, whether it's copying something and pasting it so that you might get like a certain look that you're looking for. But ultimately, what you're going to need to do is you're going to have to start coming up with the material. Now, I'm just going to take a basic lesson that you might teach to a third grader or a second grader, and then maybe some fourth graders that might struggle with it. But what we're going to do is we're going to create a math lesson that teaches kids to use arrays to help solve a multiplication problem. So what I'm going to do is, your objective is to use the toolbars to make a lesson. Their objective is going to be to use arrays to help solve a multiplication problem. So now that we have that up there, we can really do whatever we want. You can make it bigger, smaller. I'm going to just start clicking on some things that I know that I'm going to use. This way that we can start building. So I'm done with the first page. I'm going to want to add another page. So I'm going to come up here. And we're going to do some pretty basic things like finding stuff off of the internet and taking somebody else's work and start building it from there. So you could even do something where I found multiplication stories from this site off of SlideShare, where there are 9 cars. Each car has 4 wheels. How many wheels are there in all? I really like that, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to screen clip it, where we're going to click on this button right here, and we're going to hit the screen clip button, and all I'm going to do is very simply take this part of it, and I'm going to go all the way to the end. This way I get a couple of pictures of the cars with it, and you can see how I brought it right in. Again, a nice feature is that screen clipping. And another thing that I'm going to want to look for, because we're going to build arrays, is I'm going to look for some wheels. So I'm going to want to go to the internet and look for some basic wheels that you might find on a car, and that will work just fine. So now that I have that, I'm going to screen clip that as well. Alright, so I'm going to want to make it a certain size, and I want the kids to build it. I don't want to build it for them, but for the first one I like to show them exactly what they're going to have to do. So the first thing that I'm going to do is, I have to right click, hit clone, and now that I have clone there, I am able to allow the kids to now go up to the interactive board and start pulling from it. So now once they're able to pull from it, they could do a very basic array where they could pull 9 cars and how many tires does each car have, and then start filling it in. And you can see how this could be very helpful for any student that is a visual learner. I'm going to show you a little trick on how to speed this up a little bit. What I like to do is I'll copy and then this way I can just fill it in nice and quickly. And paste it again, and then I get my very simple array that shows that I have 9 cars with 4 tires on each car. So just one very basic way to do it. I could have just had the kids keep pulling from this over here, which would have worked just fine. But we're going to work with one more, and I'll show you exactly just what you need to do to set it up. So I'm going to go back out. I want to make a problem where it involves cookies. I'm going to screen clip a cookie here, and I have to make sure it's a good size. So you want to do a screen clip of a cookie, and then you need to come up with a basic word problem where it's Brian's mother is cooking or is baking cookies for his birthday party. He has 10 students in his class. Brian would like to give each student 2 cookies. How many cookies will she bake in all? Now you can see how it kind of just shot off the screen. It's very basic to fix this. You just hit enter just like you would in Word. You can make it bigger, smaller. If you like the size of it, you can keep it that size. I'm just gonna pretty much align it here so that everything fits in one little area. So I got a nice little problem right there. I don't really like the way that it's centered, so I'm gonna left align the entire thing. It just, for some reason, looks nicer for me personally. So we got a nice little word problem up there, and what I'm asking for them to do is to figure out how many will she bake in all. And then I'm going to put up here, use an array to help solve this problem. And this adds that little piece to it where now they have to start thinking array. So now I have the cookie right here. I'm going to be making a 10 by 20 or a 10 by 2 array, so there's going to be a lot going across and not so many going down. And I want to clone, so I'm going to right click on this, I'm going to clone it, and from here what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to do a very basic part of just setting up the array where it would be a 10 by 2. Not so hard, just a little time consuming, and makes them start thinking. One other thing is, before I taught this lesson, I read a book to the students, so I want to screen clip one more thing, which was this Hershey multiplication book. And I'm moving the toolbar because if I don't move the toolbar, you're going to see I'm going to actually screen clip part of this toolbar in it. So I'm going to screen clip this book just to remind them that if they're struggling with something, that this is exactly what we just did as a class. And adds a little bit of a personal feeling when they're learning something. And ultimately, that's all you're going to have to do. So what I would like you to do is I'd like you to create a very basic math lesson. It could be 1 or 2 pages. That's fine. And I just would like to get a feel on how you're doing with it. I would just go File, Save, or Save As. I'm going to do Save As. I'm going to save mine to the desktop because I'm working off of my personal computer. But if you're working at school and you want to save it to a P drive, you're going to want to put P colon. I'm not. I'm just going to save it to the desktop. And I'm going to call this one Math Lesson. Very simple. Hit save. And now all you need to do is to log in to Google. And you're going to upload to our West Milford account. And our West Milford account is westmilfordpdc@gmail.com. And we're going to upload it to this account. So we have a nice storage base of basic lessons that we've created, and we can share it to others. The password will be on the website so that you can see exactly what you need to do from there. Thank you. Take care.